Shell scripting, why do we do shell scripting? Really, there's just so many things we have to do and not enough time to do them. So we usually do shell scripting to automate tasks, maybe set up operations like backup or monitoring. It's ubiquitous. It's available on every Linux platform, Unix platform, Mac OS, and even there's options on Windows. So it's been around 45 plus years. It's very tested. It's very hardened. And it's used and extended with many commands, right? So we can call lots of other things from shell scripts. So shell scripting is really just if you want to say the pocket knife with all the tools on it, right? It's really incredibly useful in our world. Modern command substitution. So kind of in the old days, we were always taught if I put these little back ticks, so that's this little backwards, it's not really a quote, it's a back tick around a command, then that command the shell will run that command and put the results back into like this variable, right? So I'm going to take this variable, get a cat host name, and then this variable will be set to the contents of host name. You can do modern string manipulation with the bash shell. So a lot of times we need variables to change case or get to the part of the variable. If you think of like length of a variable, or I need to substitute or substring a variable, you can do all that with the bash shell. You don't have to call another item, right? And so what you should be doing is putting these curly brackets around all your variables. So $ curly bracket variable name. It does a couple things. Right here, you can see my domain. This very clearly delineates where the variable ends and where the rest of my static content begins, right? So the curly brackets mean this is my variable. I know my variable name starts. I know my variable name ends. So it's a much cleaner code way to handle variables. If you use loops, specifically loops that are based not on arrays, but based on a set of numbers, use C-style syntax. So C-style, if you've ever coded in C, this is the syntax for C-style. You initialize your variable, you have a condition for when to stop the loop, and then how to increment it. Much easier to read than some other ways of doing numerical loops, right? I know that you can do lists, you can do globbing items where you put a square bracket and a number of things through it, but this is just much easier to read over time and much easier to maintain if you use C-style syntax loops, right? You can see here I have a help function, and then here's my options. So I'm setting the variable ops to $ampersand. That's the array of all the options given on the command line. And my available options are H and V, so those are short options. And then I have one long option, SID, and the colon says it takes a SID allows a parameter to be passed into it, right? So SID space like SID name on the command line. So I basically eval that array. This basically turns it into something that's going to be passed to this loop, right? So I'm just saying take my array of options that was generated by getopt and pass it to this loop. And then run this loop until I run out. So when each parameter, each one passed in, if it's equal to $-h, then run my help function and exit 0. If it's equal to -v, then echo version 1, exit 0. If it's equal to --SID, then set the SID to $2 and shift 2 spots in the loop because I want to ship past the -SID and the actual parameter that was passed.